What's up, everybody? So today I want to kind of do like a Q&A slash vlog with a V as in Victor kind of video. So never really, uh, you know, told you guys like, what my hobbies are and stuff like that aside from spirituality. Pretty much no spiritual talk whatsoever. Like, like medieval warrior shows. Like I got like Game of Thrones, poster right here. That's Rob Stark. And I got like another, Jon Snow poster up there. I got Spartacus poster up there. So yeah, like I love medieval, like, warrior stuff. Like I pretty much seen all the medieval like movies and TV shows and stuff like that. So, like I've seen them all. Like that's like the Last Kingdom. I got Vikings or Ragnar up there. Like, I've seen them all, so I don't know, like I don't really, there's not a whole lot of TV shows to watch because I think a lot of TV shows are garbage, and I don't like most of them, like I only watch stuff that really truly like inspires me and gets me pumped up and motivated and stuff, and these shows do that. Like when I watch them, I'm like, yeah, like it's so cool, so badass, and Jon Snow, yeah, favorite character by far of all time, from Game of Thrones. He's an underdog, and I love an underdog. And yeah, Spartacus underdog. Like I love an underdog. I always cheer for an underdog. And yeah. Hands down, my favorite scene in all of cinema. And like I watch this scene every day to get me pumped up because, man, this scene's so sick. Like, so he's outnumbered completely, and the enemy troops are coming in, but he chooses to fight. He chooses to plow his sword and fight. Like I love that. Like I love it when an underdog like faces adversity and he still like overcomes it and like still keeps on battling and stuff. I love that mentality. I've always, when I watch sports, I always cheer for an underdog. And I've always held that same mentality. And so this is my favorite scene, hands down, like all time. Like when he just pulled out that sword, super sick. Like I could watch this scene all day, every day. It's so badass. And yeah, I love this scene, man. Love this scene so much. And yeah, I watch that scene every day to get me pumped up. So yeah, like I said, my life is pretty much just, like I said, video editing or watching MMA or watching like, college wrestling, like, or boxing, or I don't know, just watching some movies or shows on Netflix or HBO or whatever, so, or Hulu or whatever. So yeah, I also like, I forgot to mention, I also like fantasy stuff. That's another type of TV show I like. I like fantasy, and like a lot of anime stuff. And yeah, I got some Guts from Berserk, by far my favorite character in anime of all time. And yeah, super badass. And like, yeah, I'm a huge Berserk fan, so love a warrior. I got the warrior inside me, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, like my life is pretty boring, not much to show, and yeah, I'm just very, very boring guy. As you can tell. But if you're gonna be a spiritual person, you're not gonna be an exciting guy, so yeah. This is my room. A lot of posters, UFC posters, yeah, and Dragon Ball posters. Some spiritual posters right here that I can't even comprehend, but I think they're cool, so I bought them. Oh, I'm so dumb sometimes. But yeah, that's Hoken from a manga I like it called Kingdom. There's also another show called Kingdom. So many shows called Kingdom that I like. Fallen Dafa, Obi-Wan, yes, my favorite show from Star Wars, hands down. That's like Daryl from The Walking Dead, John Chang, of course, and that's Musashi from he's like the greatest samurai warrior of all time. It's a dragon right there. It's pretty much my room. A lot of TV shows in general, and if I don't find inspiration from TV, then I don't, I'm just wasting my time, so I don't really watch them. Excuse me. But yeah, favorite TV show, hands down, Game of Thrones. By far the best. Favorite character, definitely that guy, Jon Snow, hands down, like no question. So yeah, yeah. But I don't really watch a whole lot of TV, man. TV's garbage for the most part. So what kind of music do I listen to? I can tell you what I don't listen to. I don't listen to country. I don't listen to Christian music. I just don't. Anything else I can listen to. They're cool. And that screaming stuff. The crazy. Like heavy metal type stuff. I don't like that stuff that much. But they're all right. I like it better than country though. I can tell you that much. So yeah. Favorite movie? I don't know. Favorite movie like Star Wars. I always say I want to be Jedi, right? So I'm gonna go with Star Wars. Book. Favorite book. I don't know. David Goggins' book. I mean, that's super inspiring. There's also another book called that really truly changed my life and inspired me. It's a book by Kyle Maynard. He's like a wrestler who like qualified for a state tournament with no arms and no legs and stuff, and that's super inspiring. That's one of my favorite books of all time. I don't know. I if it's not like self-help related or like like metaphysical related, I don't read books. I don't read novels and stuff. I have like the Game of Thrones novels. I mean, like I got like this. It's called The Song of Ice and Fire. I have them. Like I got these books, but like I don't. I only read them because I'm a big Game of Thrones fan. But I don't know. Like I just don't. I'm not much of a reader, to be honest, and I should be though. Like I'd be a much more polished speaker if I was a reader and far more articulate. But I don't really read that much, so yeah. Sports to watch, yeah, definitely like combat sports. In fact, that's all I watch. Like martial arts stuff, like UFC, MMA, and boxing. Some people say that's not martial arts, but to me, it's just they're all martial arts. Like all I watch is martial arts stuff and martial arts content, and it's pretty much all I know. I don't know anything about football, or if you're from the UK, don't know anything about soccer and all this kind of major popular stuff. I've always been into like the underground, like always been into the not so popular stuff, and I'm still the same way. And yeah, pretty much all I watch is like UFC and boxing, and I don't really watch major sports at all. So yeah, never seen the Super Bowl, never cared. Yeah, so. But yeah, what do I do? Most of the time, I just what I do most of the time, I mean, video editing. I'm a social media marketer. I create images and stuff. I mean, just mostly social media work. If I'm not meditating or at work, I'm working at a pizza store, and if I'm not doing either of those things, I mean, I'm just yeah, I'm usually just on the computer doing social media work. That's what I do. I don't really hang out with friends because I don't really have a whole lot of friends. Because like, I mean, I have acquaintances. Like I know a lot of kids from work and stuff. But they're far younger than me. It's a pizza store, and they're all like, in high school and stuff. So I'm not gonna hang out with a high schooler. That'd be too weird. So I don't really have a whole lot of friends. But there's a few friends that I can't hang out with like once a month or something. But like all my friends from the past, from high school and college and stuff, I mean they're all live in different states, different cities. They've all moved on with their lives, so I just don't I lost touch with them. So I don't, at this point in my life, I don't really have a whole lot of friends, and frankly I don't have time for friends. I'm so busy as it is, like so yeah. Most of the time, if I'm not meditating, I am just if I have time, I'm chilling. Like I'll watch like like some Netflix shows that I like or something or whatever. But I don't know. Like most of the time, I'm just video editing or doing some type of social media work when it's possible. So that's pretty much my life. Pretty boring. But I think you got to know my hobbies a little bit. Like martial arts stuff and like medieval warrior stuff. I love their loyalty, and I love the warrior mindset they got. Like all that stuff gets me pumped up. So. This is my house. This is where I live. Yep, that's the front yard, and yeah.
Related to the Clinton presidential campaign, but some of them related to something entirely different.
Let's go, Dylan. Oh yeah, my boy is about to fight. I'm super stoked. Dude.
You need it to be a part of your life.
I love boxing. Boxing was always that one, like, let's say when I go to the gym, it's that one spot that I can go and not think about anything else, just fully focus on what I'm doing right now. So, yeah, I love boxing. It's, it's part of my life.
The fans.
Yeah, let's get it, Dylan. Let's get it, man. Dylan, come on, Dylan.
Taylor Holder looks in pretty good shape.
Yeah, he stays in pretty good shape, but he's got enough in him to take this for the whole distance if he has to.
Good job, good job.
Oh, yeah. TWG's got that right cross.